It's 10 years from now. You wake up in a life you designed, not one you just ended up in. Every choice, every move, every investment, deliberate. Now look around you. Most people are chasing what's trending now, trapped in short-term thinking. What if you could break free from this cycle? What if you could see a decade ahead while everyone else is stuck in the next 5 minutes? Today I'll show you exactly how. But here's the catch. Most people won't have the patience to make it through this video. Will you? We live in a world obsessed with the immediate. Fast dopamine, instant validation, short-term wins. But the real game changers, the billionaires, the innovators, the visionaries, think on a completely different timeline. They don't just react to the present, they architect the future. The reason most people fail at long-term thinking? Their brain isn't trained for it. Evolution hardwired us for survival for now, not for building empires. But here's the secret. Long-term thinking is a skill. And like any skill, it can be mastered. The question is, will you? The biggest mistake? Believing that the future is some far-off event you'll deal with later. It's not. Your future is being shaped right now. Every small decision today is silently constructing the reality you'll wake up to a decade from now. Are you making those choices intentionally, or are you just reacting? And here's where most people go wrong. They believe that long-term thinking means delaying gratification forever, always waiting for some perfect moment. But that's not how high-level strategists think. Instead, they create systems that allow them to win in both the short and the long term. Let me show you how. Let's break this down into 4 elite mental frameworks that will completely shift how you approach time and decisions. The decade lens. Thinking in systems, not events. Most people live life like they're flipping a coin, hoping for good luck. But the top 1%, they think in systems, structured, repeatable processes that compound over time. They don't focus on one viral video or one lucky break. They build ecosystems that generate success over years. Ask yourself, what systems am I building today that will guarantee success a decade from now? If you don't have an answer, you're already behind. The inversion principle, reverse engineering regret. Most people ask, what should I do next? But the elite ask, what will I regret not doing 10 years from now? Regret is a sharper tool than ambition. It cuts through noise. It forces clarity, the opportunities you ignore, the skills you didn't master, the bold moves you hesitated on. Imagine meeting your future self and they're disappointed in you. What would they tell you to fix right now? Future self-investment, acting like you already made it. Here's a mental trick. Stop making decisions as current you. Start making them as future you, the version that's already successful. Successful people don't magically transform overnight. They become that person through their choices today. Want to be a millionaire? Make money decisions like one now. Want to be ultra fit? Train like the future version of yourself. Want to be a thought leader? Start publishing before you feel ready. The 10-year chess game. Playing moves no one else sees. The world plays checkers. The visionaries play chess. Think about this. If you're making the same decisions as everyone around you, you're probably making the wrong ones. The moves that will set you apart in a decade are the ones that seem too early today. Investing in a skill before it's trendy. Building a personal brand before people care. Creating a network before you need one. The best chess players don't just react to what's happening. They think 5, 10 moves ahead. Where are you positioning yourself for a future most people aren't even thinking about yet? Time to put this into action. Here are 4 things you can start doing immediately. Run the 10-year filter. Before every big decision, ask, will this matter in 10 years? If not, it's noise. Cut it out. Start a future self journal. Every week, write a note from your future self to your present self. What's the best advice they'd give you? Invest in assets that compound. Whether it's financial investments, skills, or relationships, play long-term games with long-term people. Make moves that feel too early, because by the time the masses catch on, it'll already be too late. Here's the bottom line. The future isn't something you wait for. It's something you engineer. 99% of people stay trapped today. But you're different. You see what's coming and you position yourself ahead of it. But let me leave you with a question, one that could change your life. If your future self had 5 minutes to talk to you today, what would they beg you to start doing? Think about it. Seriously, sit with that question, because how you answer it will define the next decade of your life. Drop your answer in the comments. And if you're ready to start thinking like a decade ahead strategist, hit that subscribe button. The next 10 years start right now.